Hello world, welcome to Joe Sharma Talk Show. I'm your host Joe Sharma, actress producer from San Francisco, USA. This new unique global talk show telecasted by TV5 India, Mana TV USA all over the world. Every week with your favorite celebrities and famous personalities. Hi everyone, welcome to Joe Sharma Talk Show from Hollywood, San Francisco, California. And today we have a unique guest. I'm so thrilled to have Sai Kabir ji from Bollywood. So right now, Hollywood to Bollywood conversation is going to happen. He's famous for his Revolver Rani movie with Kangana Ranaut, and he's coming with amazing movies with Tiku with Sheru, with Kangana Ranaut being the producer and Nawazuddin Siddique being the actor in that, and also with Randeep Hooda Mard. On top of it, I'm so excited to talk about his new movie making company they started recently, F90 Cinemas. So we have so many things to talk with Sai Kabir ji. I'm so excited for this. Namaste, welcome Sai Kabir ji. How are you?
Thank you, I'm good. Thank you so much.
I'm so thrilled and happy to have you here. So I would like to start with new movie company that you started recently, F90 Cinema, with your brother from New York. So I would just want to understand what that movie company, when did you start? And if you can share some more details, we'll be so thrilled to learn from you.
I've just recently started this company called F90 Cinemas with my elder brother, Vikram Sahai, who lives in New York. And we are very excited. We plan to produce some web series, some feature films under the banner. Right now, we are developing a couple of scripts. They're in the development stage. So it's looking good. We are very excited about it.
Wow, awesome. That's great. So are these productions just happening in Bollywood or being a mix of Hollywood and Bollywood together?
No, we will have a exchange of talents from both the sides. Like even the movie I'm doing, Tiku at Sheru, has some key technicians from overseas, like
Wow.
my DOP, Spanish American, and other people in the crew. So we have this technical exchange that we keep doing with technicians from abroad and a collaboration work.
That looks like international projects. That's pretty much right. That sounds great. I would love to know more about your upcoming movies because you're very famous with Revolver Rani movie with Kangana Ranaut. We were looking forward for your next venture since many years. So now recently we heard that great news everywhere that you're directing a movie with produced by Kangana Ranaut, and Nawazuddin Siddique is actually starring in that. So can you tell something about this movie?
Yeah, it's called Tiku at Sheru. And it's been produced by Kangana's banner Mani Karne Ka film. And the lead actor in the film is Nawazuddin Siddique.
Wow.
And it's a quirky love story. So we are all prepping for that. We're shooting it this year. And just work is going on and, we're just prepping for the film right now.
So when do you think that, with so much of COVID situation happening, when you are planning to kick that off, that project?
Our plan is for November. Let's see if everything goes well.
Awesome. Sounds great. That sounds so exciting. I mean, you got the best star cast and best producers, everyone around you. And you're a great director, talented writer and director. And I heard that you are also a writer for this movie. One more. Right. You're also doing one more movie with Randeep Hooda. Can you share some details about that as well?
There's a film called Mard that I'm doing with Randeep. And it's been produced by Rahul Mitra, who produced my earlier film, Revolver Rani, Bullet Raja, all these films. And that should happen just after Tiku at Sheru.
So probably next year, sometime next year. Nice. So you have great 2 movies lined up.
Yeah.
How is the preparation work going on with all these actors, with two major projects coming along?
We do one film at a time. Right now, the whole prep and the focus is on Tiku at Sheru, because that's going on floors immediately. So we are working on that. plus also building up company F90 with my brother. So that work is badly going on. Because we
Parallel
want
going
to do
on.
some really content-based films in that production company. So we are right now, focusing a lot on development stage. We right now developing scripts. We are listening to new scripts, and that's what we are doing right now in F90. It's more of a script lab right now, so that we come up with good script ideas, because good content is the key right now.
With the script ideas, you got a very good point here. So with the script ideas, when you mentioned, do you create your own stories? How does your genres generally work?
I like to work on my own scripts, and I like to write original. I'm not too fond of biographies. I
No,
like to
okay.
write original stuff, and I generally work on my own scripts.
Nice, nice. You're amazingly talented. Even in Mumbai, I was always a big fan of yours. Your talent of writing and directing. And coming back to your work in the past years, your collaboration with Kangna Ranautji is one sector, but you're also a very good friend with Irfan Khanji, right? We heard so much about how much he's close to the heart for you. And it's a very sad thing that he passed away and you were actually planning a movie with him. So do you want to share a few stuff about that?
Irfan Bhai I was very, very close to him. He was like an elder brother figure in my life. And we bonded a lot, and we used to spend a lot of time together discussing scripts, films. It was not restricted to just one film or one idea. It was generally like an association that was very deep. And I was planning to start a film with him. But just around that time, things they went bad, got unwell, and then we finally lost him, and it's a big loss, because an actor like Irfan Khan will never come back. It's just along with his talent, it was his immense charisma as an actor, which he carried in every performance, which made every role look so different and so endearing. So it's a big loss losing Irfan Khan.
Absolutely. You said the right words. Like, he's the legend of Indian cinema, and his acting is unique on his own. He brings the art that we all actors look forward as an actress. I always look forward to such great actors to have that originality. So yes, it's a sad thing. Sai Kabirji, if you can share some strategies or tips for all the upcoming actors, what's the new stuff that you try to explore?
As a filmmaker, you should just keep working on your script and try to make your script as strong and as better as possible. Because at the end of the day, what comes out is, what actually is, what speaks for itself is content. So nothing else, no sajawat will work eventually, but only content will work. So I think, as for all young filmmakers, I think they should just focus on scripts and writing them well, and spending a lot of time detailing them, doing various drafts, and a script also takes time to evolve. When you write your first draft, it's very different from your fourth draft and very different from your sixth draft. But that's an exercise that a filmmaker should do. It's not like you write one draft and you end it there and start shooting for the film and then it's over. It's a process, it's a process that you have to go through. I think working on the scripts and getting the scripts right is the key to a good film.
Yes, absolutely. How many years you spend in getting the script right?
Well, when I came to Bombay and I was young, I started work with Saeed Mirza, Kundan Chai, and Aziz Mirza, the three legends of 70s New Wave Indian cinema. And their films like Saeed Mirza's Salim Langde Pe Matro, Mohan Joshi Hazir Ho, Nukkad Circus, all these serials, and Aziz Bhai, of course, Chalte Chalte, Phir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani, and Kundan Ji's Jaane Bhi Tayar Ho. These were some landmark films that I was, very fascinated by. So I wanted to work with them. When I came to Bombay, I started, writing for them and assisting them. And it was very, very fruitful, because I learned so much from these three gurus of mine about script writing, about filmmaking, that now it's coming to use now. It was a very good learning process with all three of them.
Amazing. That actually shows, Sai Kabirji, you have a unique talent and perspective how you portray the characters on the screen. And with the Revolver Rani, it was like, very evident, like, how you could have that complicated role portrayed by Kangana Ranaut. So I'm really looking forward to your next two movies. I'm sure it will do wonders.
Thank you.
My next question is about, if you get a chance to pick the new actors or an experienced actors, do you generally look for the experienced actors bringing the value to the movie, or you go just the script, what it demands? How do you do that gauge of who needs to fit into that character?
What the script demands is important.
Okay.
But along with that, it's important that the actors that you work with are trained actors.
Yes. Because
it makes the whole process very easy. With non-trained actors, amateurs, the craft is generally half-baked. So I like to work with trained actors it's not important whether they've done a film before or not, but certain experience in acting, some training in acting is very important.
Very important.
And I always recommend actors to go for workshops, to go for acting coaching, and just to brush up your skills. It's important to do these, at least some short courses or some workshops or all these things. They just brush up your skills.
That's absolutely great point to mention, Sai Kabirji. All the audience, all the upcoming actors, please listen to this from the great director. His point of view that make sure you get trained, be ready for it, and there you go. You will get in eyes of the big directors. Next question, Sai Kabirji, is about OTT platforms. I know the whole world changed with COVID, the theater concept, and with OTT evolving. Everyone sitting at home and watching all this. What is your take on the theaters and the OTT, which is becoming revolution right now in the entertainment industry?
No, OTT is good because they're producing good stuff. What I'm watching generally on the major OTT platforms, they're producing good content. The films are good. Some of the web series are very good. Mm-hmm. So there's no harm with OTT, and the theatrical will always remain. Once this whole thing subsides and the times are better, theaters will reopen, and that's a different experience of watching a film. So that will always remain. It's not that theaters will shut down because of OTT. That's what I feel. If it's a good film and if it's playing in a theater, people would love to go and watch it on a big screen with in a big gathering, which is the culture of watching a movie in a big hall with people and a movie experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I can see that there's so many Bollywood movies that have been pushing their dates so that, they can release in theaters to give that magnetic, that big experience in the theater where people can go and experience. While OTT is evolving, the content is developing too. It's always some content is suitable for theater and some content is for OTT. So it's a balance.
In my company, F90 Cinemas, my brother, we are developing some things for OTT also.
Okay.
And
Very nice. So is it like a web series or the actual movies concepts too?
There are various things. There are web series, there are some web features, different things.
Nice, awesome. So I think you came back with a bang after a slight gap. And that is it. I think, there's no stopping with Sai Kabir now. All the exciting projects lined up, and the F90 cinema production house is building up with both Hollywood and Bollywood collaboration. So that sounds like a great thing. So you would like to share anything else to the audience, Sai Kabir, from your side?
No, I just want to wish everybody good luck, and I just wish in these crisis times everybody remains safe and healthy. And I really pray that this whole thing gets over as soon as possible.
Yes. So thank you so much, Sai Kabir, for this quick interview time. I mean, I'm really thrilled and so happy that you could somehow pull time from your busy schedule for this talk show, and we are very honored to have you here. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. It's so
Thank
nice
you.
to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is a surprise segment for Sai Kabir. And here in front of me, I have Vikram Sahai, the brother of Sai Kabir. Oh my God, welcome here, Vikram. How are you?
Hi, Joe. Hi, Joe. Thank you for having me on. I love what you're doing with the show. You know, you're trying to bring the Hollywood style and bring it to Bollywood. I think it's pretty amazing what you're doing.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
Sai Kabir didn't expect you to be here. But
Right.
so this is going to be a big surprise for him. First of all, to start you with, you're from New York. You're from my country here in United States, Hindustan, but you know, we're living here.
Right, right.
And the big congratulations for you that I just heard from Sai Kabir that you are associating with him as a partner and as a brother on the new movie company, F90 Cinema. So I would like to hear something about that from you.
Sure. So we started this company earlier this year, F90 Cinema. It's something that he and we've been talking about it for years. Just trying to think how we're going to do this. But this year we actually went ahead and successfully opened this company up. And we're looking forward to, you know, bringing a lot of projects in.
So what kind of projects you're planning to collaborate with this Bollywood, Hollywood ventures?
So we're looking to do OTT as well as theatrical releases. There's not a specific genre that we're looking at, but we want to do theatrical movies as well as what do you call them? Short stories, or do them web series, like either or, whichever works. But our main focus is going to be towards feature films, and we're really excited and looking forward to doing this.
Oh my God, I'm so excited too. You know, having something collaborated with Hollywood and Bollywood, we all have a chance to chime in there, right?
Right, right. You know, especially
Awesome.
with my background not being so much in movies, I've been in corporate America for the last 15 years or so. But I've always had the passion of, you know, trying to get into movies one way or the other. At one point, I even thought of maybe acting, but that never happened. But, so I think this is one of the closest things I would probably get to doing.
So an actor to actor, we would have had different conversations that time.
That's true. This is probably an audition.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I'm so looking forward to this. I'm sure everyone is so excited, and Sai Kabir is so excited about the whole thing that you know, he's starting with you. Very happy about it. I didn't tell him that I'm going to get you on board, so
yeah, this is going to be fun.
this is going to be fun. So you said that you were into movies kind of at one point, but right now you're all corporate America. So how do you feel coming back some way associated back to movies again?
Well, I've always had a passion about movies, so I never really got to do anything in it just because I was so involved with you know, the U.S. culture and things. But
Yes.
I'm really excited, you know, trying to start off new projects and do something, start making movies. So really looking forward to it, and definitely Kabir has accomplished quite a bit.
Quite a bit, yes.
Over the last decade. So yeah, we thought it's a good opportunity to, you know, get in and start producing movies.
Absolutely. That's a great start right now with the whole platform, with OTT opening up, giving a lot more opportunity. You have theater, you have OTT, you have more scope to do a lot more content now.
Exactly. That's true.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Sounds good. So here we are here, Vikram, with the next question. The most exciting stuff I want to ask you is about Sai Kabir himself. You know, listening from the brother, it gets more exciting than by themselves, right?
Right.
So you're his brother who spent years with him in the childhood, and and I know that you both were very close with each other. So what was he like when he was a child, and what was his passion towards movies when he was a kid?
So, you know, as a child, I can, like, I remember like it was yesterday. We never thought that he would actually ever go into movies, but he always enacted movies or TV shows, anything that he's seen. Top of my mind, the ones I can remember is from Jal. There used to be there was this movie Jal, I think back in the 80s, and Kabir was probably 8 or 9 years old, and yeah, there was like this elevator scene in it in which this guy gets stuck in the elevator, and then he enact that like word by word. And I don't even think he's seen the movie that many times, but it's pretty fascinating how he remembered all the dialogues on when this guy is stuck with all the facial expressions in it. So it's pretty interesting to watch. Yeah, there was that, and
I
then
wish I knew about this. I would have made him actually do some bit of it in the interview, like Sai Kabir, do it please.
then I remember in the 80s, you had Ramayan that used to come on television on Sunday mornings. And then he used to reenact those war scenes between Ram and Ravan. Like he would pretend like, pulling the arrow out of the bow, and then one arrow would come and then the other arrow would come and they would clash and stuff. It was hilarious as a kid when you used to do these things.
No
We just
kidding.
thought,
That was pretty hilarious. That is funny.
yeah. But, as he grew older, I always thought that he's probably going to be a cricketer because he was pretty good at cricket. He was so good that he actually joined one of these MRF academies, and he was a very good bowler, to be specific. And then I remember the times when he came back from one of his summer camps, and all of a sudden he was bowling really well with short run-ups, and I used to be the batsman. He could never get me out. But,
wow, this is a total different surprise, the angle of Sai Kabir.
Yeah, and then after he came back from this academy, all of a sudden, like he was bowling amazing. And I was like, what's happened to you? Like, what have you eaten this morning? So yeah. So I never thought he would actually go into movies. I always thought he would probably be a cricketer or something because he had a lot of interest.
Tough competition to all the big players.
Yeah. You never know where he could have ended up.
There you go. He became tough competition to all the Bollywood directors and writers now.
Yeah, but that was actually, it came as a shock because when he was in college, like we were totally blindsided. We had no idea that, he has this amazing skill of writing and directing, but it was during his college years. Something happened, and right off the bat, next thing you know, this guy writes magical.
Boom.
To the extent like he's got so many movies under his belt, like starting from say Kismet Connection.
Yes.
Working with Shah Rukh Khan, Aziz Mirza, Juhi Chawla, writing for them, and then accomplishing into the direction world by doing Revolver Rani, in
Yes.
which Kangana Ranaut played the lead role, and
Yes.
that was just like even till date when I talk to a lot of people in the industry, they're all amazed the kind of direction capabilities he's displayed in that movie.
Wow,
Even Kangana
amazing.
acknowledges it.
I mean, this is amazing, right? Like, who would have thought, right? It's like,
Yeah.
hitting the big stuff. And he's pretty talented. I have met him in Mumbai a few years ago, and immense talent. I'm so happy that, that he's doing such amazing movies now again with Nawazuddin Siddique and Randeep Hooda in both new movies
Right.
which are coming up.
Yeah. So there's a lot of work in the pipeline, like especially during COVID, he got a chance to sit down and write a lot of stories. So there's a lot of good stuff that he's written. So now we're just in the process of making into something that the audience can appreciate and that appeals to them.
That's brilliant. The best use of COVID lockdown.
Exactly.
Especially the writers need the calm time. Please, everyone, no disturbance.
Right. They need, getting this downtime was kind of like a blessing. It gives writers their space that they need to come up with good ideas and good scripts. So no, I'm pretty happy with everything that he's accomplished in the last decade or so.
Amazing. I mean, I'm so glad to hear this fun story. Which is very cute though. It's such a cute. A brother telling about another brother is like comes from the heart, and I can totally feel the happiness on your face. So much talking high about your bro, right?
Right. No, it's definitely a good feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely a good feeling. Did you watch Revolver Rani? I'm sure,
Yes.
that's a pretty big one.
Yes, I did. I actually enjoyed it. I like the way it's been directed, the way it's been shot. It's
Yes.
a pretty good story and pretty well directed. Unfortunately, it
Yes.
didn't make it big on the box office, but I think it's pretty well made.
I mean, sometimes it's not just about box office all the time, but it's about
Correct.
people can tell that's a good direction and that's a great movie. And then
Right.
Sai Kabir did an extraordinary job. Kangana Ranaut did amazingly well. It's a well remembered movie. Everyone knows about that movie.
Right, and she's a great actress too. She's done a phenomenal job in it. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We all know about her. So it's a great combination, and I'm so glad that she's the producer for Tiku with Sheru as well with Nawazuddin Siddiq. Kangana Ranaut is the producer.
That's right.
Amazing, amazing. So I'm so happy to have you here sharing with such a cute moments, and I'm just hoping that it will be a big success, whatever both of you guys do with the company F90 Cinema and also all the upcoming big movies. So we are so looking forward to all this magic.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. I wish you all the best too. I wish this show goes a million places. And thank you for having me again.